Hey, bring another roll over here, start bouncing it out.
More wired fencing and boots on the ground as heightened security at the southern border between the U.S. and Mexico gets unprecedented attention and resources. And according to Customs and Border Protection, it's working. Their latest busts include more than $2 million worth of meth seized at a checkpoint in the Rio Grande Valley earlier this month, both at a time when there's increased security at the southern border.
You are clear, brother.
Much less attention is being paid to Florida's border. It's surrounded by 1,200 miles of coastline, and smuggling drugs into the U.S. by boat is the prime way of getting around the heavily guarded southern border.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people laying down in the back of the boat.
CBS 12 Investigates found with heightened security at the southern border, the drug trafficking problem in Florida is expected to get worse as smugglers seek out new, less risky routes of bringing drugs into the U.S.
You really can't secure this border.
Lisa Ruth is a former CIA officer who specializes in intelligence and security.
I anticipate that we'll see more drugs, more guns, more human trafficking, and illegal immigrants coming through. It's just such a well-established transit route that we're going to see those coming back again, and they already have started.
The Department of Homeland Security says they increased the number of boots on the ground on the border with Mexico to 18,500 Border Patrol agents, more than double what they had 20 years ago. While Florida only has 130 Border Patrol agents guarding our entire coastline.
You look out here, where are you going to have a police presence? And you're talking about miles and miles and miles of coastline.
3 federal agencies work hand in hand to guard our state. The Coast Guard.
Are we in the right spot at the right time?
Air and Marine Operations.
Easy access in, easy access out.
And Border Patrol.
It's a crime of opportunity.
All work together around the clock to try and stop drugs from coming in.
We see people, we see narcotics, cocaine, we see marijuana. We see any type of contraband that they could bring in unlawfully into the U.S. because this is the border.
I thought it was coming from that boat.
Air and Marine Operations works to stop smugglers before they ever reach the shore.
How important is your job, do you think, to the security of our country?
Paramount. Paramount.
Today, Agent Alejandro Rodriguez and his crew are looking for threats offshore, and we're along for the ride.
We're looking for vessels coming in from foreign, vessels that could be possibly defrauding, smuggling money outbound, smuggling narcotics or goods inbound, anything that's going to defraud the United States.
The U.S. Coast Guard also patrols our wide-open borders. Lieutenant Joshua Tucker and his crew look for boats that might be carrying drugs and other contraband in from the Bahamas.
A lot of the vessels that are up to nefarious activities will actually blend in with normal recreational boating traffic.
In February of this year, this innocent-looking boat was interdicted by the Coast Guard carrying 128 pounds of cocaine. So far this year, the Coast Guard stopped about 90 tons of cocaine valued at $2.5 billion from entering the U.S. This video from the Coast Guard reveals what they're up against. Mounds of cocaine that would have made its way into the United States. And now, with it being harder for smugglers to get drugs through the southern border with Mexico, more will come here, likely making their job even harder.